If you're having fun, it must be party time.
Well, it's summertime. A watermelon basket is great to use for a decoration, and then you have your serving dish all contained. So we're going to have two kinds of grapes, green and red, but all this is optional, just whatever you want. And pineapple and cantaloupe. Then we're going to take the watermelon out of our watermelon that we're going to use here to make the basket. So we'll have lots of fruit to put in here, but you can use whatever fruit that you want. But we thought we'd save our blueberries, and we're going to put those on a skew. Try to put 3 of them on a skew, and then we're going to use those to pick around the watermelon basket to give it a little decoration. If you look, we just use the red frilled toothpicks with the blueberries, and you're going to see how well this works out. So to make your watermelon basket, you're going to bring it over here, and the first thing you need to do before you start cutting is kind of sketch out what shape you want it to be in. Now, keep in mind, we're going to cut it with this. It makes kind of a scallop, but you've all seen the V-shaped cutters, and you can just cut that with a knife and make points. But you need to keep an even design around your melon, and so just kind of use the tip of a knife and kind of sketch it out, because if you really want to make some of the cuter baskets, you have a handle across here, and then this is scalloped out. But if you need to get that organized as far in your thoughts on just how you want your watermelon basket to look. So you're going to come here, and then you're going to just make a line around here, and then this is where your points are going to be. Let's see, I'm getting a little bit. And then our handle is going to come right here in the middle, and we're just going to make a straight line over here. Okay, so we're going to come across with another straight line. This will be our handle, and then we're going to scoop out from here. And we're drawing this line because this is what we're going to use, that the cutter is going to go in, the tip is going to go in on the line, and that way it will be even all the way around. But let's cut the handle first, and once we've sketched it out, then you're just going to use a sharp knife and just come over here and make the handle. And we'll make sure that that our little scallops end up with that. So I'll just turn this to the side where y'all can see it a little bit better. And we're going to come in here, and on that line, we're going to just insert the cutter. And you can see, it's not going to be perfect, but you can just come in here and, do the best you can, and it'll work out. Okay. Now, if you don't have a little cutter like this, then you can just use a knife and make points. Now, I'm going to let this be the back of the watermelon, and I'll have 2 different designs, but I'm going to come here and you just insert the knife at an angle so that it makes little points all the way around. But this is a lot harder to do to get it even. The scallop, you can see, works a lot better. So we'll just come back. But if you don't have a tool to make it, you always can use a knife. And I'm just using the line that I had etched in here as a pattern so I can put my cutter right. All right, now you got to get this out of here. So you're just going to flip this over and flip this over. And we have a watermelon basket. But we've got to carve it out so that we can put our fruit in here. See how easy that is? No, it doesn't take much time at all. Now, In the old days, we used to take a melon baller and come in here and melon ball this out. But then on our other fruits, that like your cantaloupe and your pineapple, you would have to do all this yourself. Where now you can go to the grocery store and you just buy bowls of it that are already cut up, and it comes in chunks. Now, the only problem about it being a chunk is that I find this is more than a bite. And when people, you're going to use your toothpicks for them to eat the watermelon or to use to get the fruit, well, this is more than a bite. So it's better just to come in here and we'll cut this up into bite-sized pieces, cut it in half. But our watermelon, we're not going to worry about melon ball and all this out. Just take your knife, cut it around, and then I'll just use this. Well, I'm not going to use that. That's too flimsy. You can edit all this out, I hope.
Mm-hmm.
Take this knife. Okay, cut it a little deeper. And then I'm going to come through and just make a square here and just try to get this out in smaller pieces. Now, I don't know about in your area. You may can find a truly seedless watermelon. I bought this from the fruit stand, and it said, the sign that said seedless, but these aren't. So you're going to have to seed it. But when you get the square out, just cut it in what would be bite-sized chunks and put it in a bowl, and you're going to just mix it with all your other fruit all together. I'm going to put this because I got to have a bowl to put fruit in and then a bowl to put seeds in. Okay. Remember doing this as a kid, eat watermelon? Rather than trying to seed all this watermelon, you know, it just has rows where seeds are. I find it's easier just to come and cut that part out. Don't try to pick all the seeds out of it. You can just get on the edge of where all those seeds are, just cut that part out, and then you're left with watermelon that you can just chunk up for your basket. This is the one. Excuse me. Stop. Now, once you get your bowl of fruit that you're going to use to serve in your basket, you can just put this in here, and you can edit this. Oops. And this, if we're making this basket for the 4th of July or Memorial Day, here we have, we'll finish off the top of it with a little bit more red watermelon, being that we're trying to carry out our red, white, and blue theme here for the holiday. And this is what we're going to use as to decorate it, is with the blueberries. And on top of each one of these scallops, you can, oops, come on. you can just put your blueberries and push them down in here, and then you're going to have your red, white, and blue. And these are the long toothpicks. Some, the old toothpicks were 2.5 inches. These are 3.5 inches. So when you put the blueberries on here, there's still quite a bit of toothpick left, even with putting 3 blueberries on here, that when the guests take it out of the side, they can just use it and they get for a pig too. I don't know how important that is, but should have had some of these made up ahead of time. Oh, I started putting them on every other scallop, so. This is how your basket's going to look whenever you get it finished. But keep in mind, there's all kind of designs that you can make. There's a real cute one online. If you look up or Google baby carriage watermelon baskets, it gives you all the directions. And it's a matter of just cutting the watermelon out so that it fits the description of whatever you want to make. But just a regular watermelon basket, just by scalloping the edges, you can make it look really fancy. Okay.